Hi, hello. Have a good day to my respectful doctor. Today I'm going to present our project title on movie recommendation system. This project prepared by myself Anjana Sinivasagam and my teammate Shamini Devi Jayabalan. The reason I do voice recording presentation because of some technical issues in my laptop. I am unable to do video recording presentation. Let's have a look on introduction. Movie recommendation system aim is to helping movie interested by suggesting movie without having long process of choosing up to thousand and millions that is time consuming and confusing. Our aim is to reduce the human effort by suggesting movies based on the user's interest. In this project, we develop movie recommendation system by using machine learning. The system is based on collaborative approach, computes the connection between different clients and relying upon their ratings. Pre-subscribe movie to other who have similar taste, subsequently allowing user to explore more. It is a web application that allows user to rate movies as well as recommends them appropriate movies based on others' rating. Next, objectives. There are two objectives. First, to develop and design a computerized movie recommendation system. And second, to reduce the human effort and time by suggesting movies based on the user's interest. Next, it's about WBS, stand for Work Breakdown Structure. In first stage, it's called Project Initiation. In this stage, develop a project charter. For example, identify the primary problem of project, next identify scope, and then identify project stakeholders, and then developing a business case. The second stage will call planning. In planning, we must be have a project scope, create a work breakdown structure to keep track our project, establish a common understanding of project scope. After that, take Gantt chart, project management tool assisting in the planning and scheduling of project. And then define activities, plan cost management, plan resource management, plan risk management, perform qualitative risk analysis, plan stakeholder engagement. After that, the third stage, which is execution. In this stage, we have to forecast project status for make sure keep on the track. Progress tracking, project manager will play a role, and then the project will see whether the management quality. The implement risk responses, conduct the procurement, and then manage stakeholder engagement. The fourth stage was control. In this stage, we have to activity tracking. The goal of tracking is achieve the movie recommendation system. And then budget tracking. Perform integrate change control. Validate the scope. Control costs, control quality and the communication, risk control, monitor stakeholder engagement. And the final stage were closure. In this stage, provide final deliverables. For example, analyzing project performance, analyzing team performance, conducting post-implementation reviews, and finally documenting project closure. Gantt chart and milestone. When we look at a Gantt chart, it's about a duration. In this project, have 6 stages, which is a project initiation, project planning, project execution, project implementation, project testing, and a project closure. The duration will start from 2 days to 44 days, which in stage progress in a project execution. There is a 3 stage of a milestone. In first milestone were 21st October 22 and the actual is a 23rd October 22. This progress were in a project initiation, and second milestone were 9th November 2022 and 13th October 2022. This is which in create a WBS. This is in project planning progress. And then the third one is at 16 November 2022 and 24 October 2020. Procurement management. This one is in progress of a project execution, the third milestone. Next slide. Risk identification. There is three control elements, which is quality, cost and time. And the in quality, the what is likely to go wrong, which means the system will suggest movie incorrectly based on the rating. And how and when will I know? In a few movies, the rating of movies are low. Meanwhile, the low rated movie will be suggested to the user. It can be identified during the testing phase. What will I do about it? Will notify to the test manager. Next, it's about cost. The project cost will exceed the budget. The project cost will increase when the budget not planned well or took longer time to complete the project. Usually it will be happen during project implementation. Monitor the progress and keep stakeholders updated. And finally time. The project not completed on time. The project might be delayed if goals and objectives are unclear. Make sure every team member fully understand their daily job duties and distraction are not allowed to destroy project timelines. Task and estimate cost. There is a three task: acquisition, design and restoration. And we look for each of the tasks and its estimate cost and it use it for. First is acquisition. Acquisition estimate cost is RM 315,000 and 150, and it used it for property incidental, administrative and indirect costs. Second is designs, and its estimate cost was RM 347,000 and is used for cost for designing. And the third one is restoration. Restoration is estimate cost was RM 31,100. It used it for construction and indirect cost. So the total estimate cost was RM 600,093 and 250.
Hello doctor, I'm Shamini Devi, project manager for movie recommendation system. So this is our flowchart for our system. In this system, we included three databases, which is our user local data, movie data, and user rating. The main function of user local data is which is the movie the first time user previously watched and rating the movie. All the rated movie by the user will be stored in this local data, and in movie data all the information about the movie, which is a genre of the movie, abstract and title of the movie, will be stored in this movie data. And in user rating data, all the other global using rating will be stored in here. So if the user are the first time user, they have to rate movies more than 5 movies. After they rate the movies, then only they can perform their queries and ask what kind of the movie they wanted to watch. So based on that, in collaborative model, we implemented true filtering approach, which is a user item filtering and item filtering. Later on I will explain more about it. From here the system will provide the recommend to the user, followed by this is our design of our system. When the user press the generate recommendation button, it will recommend the movies based on his previous rating. If he or she is a new user and has not rated any movies, then they must search for a movie at random or any movie of his interest in the search box and rate at least 5 movies. Then only the generate recommendation button will be enabled. If the user is a new and has not rated any movies, they have to search for the word, for example Harry, in the search box, and all the movies with the Harry words will be appear in the screen. After that, then the user should rate those movies according to their favorites. The user have to rate at least 5 movies as I already mentioned in order to get the recommendation button. Once they rate the movie, the generate recommendation button will be enabled. Until then, the button will remain disabled. Finally, the system will be recommend movies based on the user's rating. In this project, we implemented two methods, which is our EDA, exploratory data analysis, and collaborative filtering. EDA provides a better understanding of dataset variables and the relationship between them. And also, the user item filtering is the underlying assumption of the collaborative filtering approach. If is that if a person A has the same opinion as a person B on an issue, so A is more likely to have B's opinion on different issue than that of a randomly chosen person. And item filtering is a form of collaborative filtering for recommended system based on of the similarity between the items calculated using people's rating of those items. So this is our coding for this project. We first of all we load all the libraries over here, and the data set we use two data set which are already mentioned in the flowchart. First is the rating and movie data set. The data set is a download from Moviesland, and followed by we perform the EDA, which will show if we show the top 10 user who rated the movies. We can from this data we can see that, and also which movie has the highest rating and the lowest rating. And after that we implemented collaborative filtering model, which is the user item filtering and item filtering. All of these coded are implemented over here. So this is our repository for movie recommendation system project. In this repository we already included our checklist like a customer acceptance form, lesson learned form, final project report form, and followed by the close contract. And also we already upload our lab work, project coding, which can be downloaded from here in HTML, in IPNB, and in Python language, and report as well, and also the dataset. So other details are provided in here project report. Thank you, doctor.